right, we are back, family, and I got a question, man. A lot of people are asking this question after Doc Rivers officially takes over as the head coach of the Milwaukee Bucks. And that question is, did Doc Rivers snake out Adrian Griffin? And we gonna talk about it. What up, family? Welcome back to the channel. You already know it's your boy Moose Talks Hoops. If you're new to my channel, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and hit the like button. You already know. It's a lot of things in this world that cost, but hitting the like button ain't one of them. And it's real interesting today, right? Especially on a day where a lot of the background, a lot of the information we weren't first privy to starts to leak out about this strange situation in Milwaukee, where former head coach Adrian Griffin was abruptly fired yesterday. And just as quick as he was fired, Doc Rivers was hired. The man ain't even have time to clean out his office before we got word that Doc Rivers would become the head coach of the Milwaukee Bucks. And today, excuse me, NBA insider Shams Charania is giving us a look at what exactly went in and went on behind the scenes as to why Doc Rivers becomes the replacement for Adrian Griffin. And it's a clear-cut case of a backdoor. Doc Rivers was thirsty to get back into coaching. He felt like he was wrongly dismissed in Philadelphia. He didn't want to go off into a career of broadcasting with that bad taste of that Philadelphia situation and the Clippers situation. Doc Rivers felt like he had another shot at winning a championship and changing the most recent narrative that has been following his name from the Clippers all the way to the Philadelphia 76ers. And Shams Charania posted this earlier today, and he said the Bucks started discussions with Doc Rivers as an informal consultant in early December. That is very key. Now, in early December, we heard a lot of red flags coming out of Milwaukee. Shams Charania is letting us know now that in December, the Milwaukee Bucks contacted Doc Rivers and hired him as an informal consultant. And not any type of consultant, a consultant when it came to head coaching decisions. Now, also yesterday, we heard the rumors of the front office of the Milwaukee Bucks started to sit in on Adrian Griffin's practices. And it's real interesting. You got Stephen A. Smith out here today and yesterday pounding his chest, saying he predicted the firing of Adrian Griffin. Now, Stephen A. Smith back in December, a key word, December. Doc Rivers was hired as a consultant in Milwaukee in December. Stephen A. Smith came out in December on national TV and said what? If Adrian Griffin is not careful, he will be fired. Now, how did Stephen A. Smith know that information? A man that has no connections to Milwaukee, doesn't watch the Milwaukee Bucks, doesn't even watch most of their games. He barely watches national TV games. How did Stephen A. Smith know what the hell was going on in Milwaukee's coaching situation, locker room, and front office? Well, if you ask me, Doc Rivers, an employee for ESPN, a friend of Stephen A. Smith, they've covered games together. They've been on the road together all season. Doc Rivers was the one to let Stephen A. Smith know that Adrian Griffin's job was on the line. And I'm pretty sure Stephen A. Smith knew ahead of time that Adrian Griffin would be fired and that Doc Rivers would become the replacement for Adrian Griffin. And it's real sad. It's real sad that Doc Rivers had to go above and beyond backdooring Adrian Griffin just to get another sniff at a coaching job. That's real snakish, and that's real low from a Hall of Fame coach and a championship coach. Doc Rivers was hired as a consultant, and instead of helping Adrian Griffin, Doc Rivers ultimately was hurting Adrian Griffin because he was consulting the Milwaukee Bucks front office and giving them advice on what he would do if he was the coach of the team, how he would integrate Damian Lillard if he was the coach of the team, how he would use Giannis Antetokounmpo if he was the coach of the team. All while Adrian Griffin is trying to figure things out, all while the players on the team are undermining Adrian Griffin, you had Doc Rivers muddying the waters with the front office. And he's beating up the ears of the front office, which ultimately made them look at Doc Rivers, look at his resume, and tell Doc Rivers, if you want this job, it's yours. Why do you think a deal was worked out so quickly for Doc Rivers to take over as head coach? Usually, a coach that takes over a team that's fired their head coach in the middle of January is sitting on that bench already. And a lot of people are comparing this situation to David Blatt, LeBron James' situation in Cleveland in the 2016 season. I'm sorry. This is not the same thing as LeBron James and the David Blatt situation in Cleveland. You want to know why? Because Ty Lue was already on the bench of the Cleveland Cavaliers for a year and a half. Ty Lue was hired as an associate head coach the year before that. So Doc Rivers, working TV, working ESPN, gets hired the same day as Adrian Griffin gets fired, and there's a deal already in place. Yeah, you guys do the math. It's clear as day, Doc Rivers backdoored Adrian Griffin, muddied the waters with the front office of the Milwaukee Bucks, and had a deal in place to become the Milwaukee Bucks head coach before Adrian Griffin was ever fired. Doc Rivers had a deal in place to become the head coach of the Milwaukee Bucks before Adrian Griffin was ever fired. And the sad part about it is Adrian Griffin didn't see this coming at all. Adrian Griffin did not see this coming at all. Y'all smash that like button and share the video. And it's a goddamn shame that a brother gotta snake another brother just for an opportunity. Doc Rivers, today I say shame on you, man. And that's all I gotta say about this. Once again, you already know it's your boy Moose Talks Hoops. Like I always say, if you're new to my channel, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and hit the like button. You already know. It's a lot of things in this world that cost, but hitting the like button ain't one of them. I'm out.